Alright, this is going to be a rather weird recording because how this all actually went down is I recorded my first foray into the DLC, and then, well, it turns out my mic wasn't recording because I had plugged my headphones in again after unplugging them for schoolwork.
Huh. Were you guided here by kindly Mikola?
So I'm going to do my best to commentate over
Like you,
my
I was
gameplay,
guided by touch the withered arm
despite
to the realm of shadow where Mikola the
not being
kind
live
found
commentation this time.
feral
So
like us. But if you
it's
can
going to be a
find
little weird, but I maybe have better audio quality for some reason. But hey, here I am, getting ready to enter the DLC. I was super excited. And then this happened, which is certainly a little awkward. I'm going to have to keep an eye on the time, though, because the program I'm using only allows 30-minute audio recordings. So I'm going to have to start a second one once we get going. But hey, we had just beaten Moog in the previous episode. So that was nice. And so, let's begin our foray into the DLC. I honestly quite enjoyed this session, but I didn't get very far in all honesty. I left off before entering the first big dungeon after doing some exploring. At least I think it was the first big dungeon. I don't know what I'm doing, if it wasn't obvious. But of course we found the first side of Grace, almost right off the bat, because it's, very obvious. And, yeah. And now one of the big things I'm contemplating is trying to finish the DLC before I finish the actual game, because technically I could do it all before then. Oh yes, that's right. We're checking out the new stuff in the menu. There's the Skidoo Tree Blessings and the Revered Spirit Ashes, both which buff you in the DLC only, which I learned later. For some reason I thought it carried back to the base game, which would be a little busted. I'm always curious what I was saying at the time. Oh yeah, that's right. I was discovering the new materials, the Rata fruit. No idea what that's used for yet, but hey, that's what happens when you finally start catching up on on your recordings and your uploads. Speaking of which, I'm currently, as I'm dubbing this recording again, I'm actually uploading the episode right before this one. So we'll soon be at the point where my uploads are consistent with my recordings, which will be nice, because then I won't have to have them so spaced out. I was behind by 3 or 4 episodes at one point recently. This guy was wrecking me. Like, for the first enemy I encountered in the DLC, he was ooh-wee. Anywho, I don't remember how this fight goes. There's a couple enemies that were wrecking me a lot. 'Cause, I'm not particularly great at the game. I'm the first person playing this with that. And I'm over relying on heals and spamming attacks. But hey, good old sword combat with the Darkmoon Greatsword and the Jellyfish Shield that I forget what it's actually called. But he almost wrecked me again. He teleported by me, holy moly. It's funny, this first fight used 7 of my heals. That just shows you how bad I am at this game. And no, I don't have any of the buffs or whatever that I'm supposed to get at some point further down. Oh, that's right. It's pretty funny what happens next. I forgot. I was like, let me grab this map, and then we'll mess with those guys over there. I'm still very curious about what all the DLC has to offer. I've seen some snippets, like a bunch of the bosses, but there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I haven't seen. That I do want to see at some point. But they'll show up eventually. Red flesh mushroom. I don't remember what that does, but hey. Oh, that's right. I spent a lot of this episode looking for another side of Grace. Down south. Which I don't know if I ever found one. Then I messed with these guys, which was a bad idea. Because I get stun locked and straight up die. Good times. That's what I get for being a bit of a doofus. Anyway, we've learned our lesson. We're gonna go grab our runes, of course, because we kind of need those still. We're still trying to level up a whole bunch. I guess the best way I could put it, just generally leveling up a whole bunch. Revenge, I suppose. I don't know. I'm gonna do my best to keep an eye on my audio recording timer so I can pause this and unpause it. Try to line it all up, but we'll see what happens. No guarantees. I should be clear about that. This is gonna be a good video. Because this is not typically how I do it. I usually do live commentary, but I broke my system. Hopefully I'll have it all fixed up for the next time I record, which is probably going to be after I finish dubbing over this one. I don't know. I went to the DLC mostly blind. I've looked at a couple things now that I've done one episode, but it's nice going in not knowing exactly what's going on, but there's also some things that it's nice to know. It's probably a little weird to say, but I'm pretty sure most of you understand what I mean when I say that, if you are watching this. It'll be very funny when we get to the end of the video and you hear me mumbling, I'm gonna have to scrap this recording. And I chose not to, because I feel like scrapping this recording would ruin my whole Elden Ring playthrough series I've done, because I've been uploading everything chronologically, and I think it's nice having a good consistent record of what all I was doing. And if I had to like skip an episode, I couldn't go back and change my save. I would have probably reset it, honestly, but that would have made things a little weird. I was really at an impasse on what to do, but I think dubbing over this is fine. So this is where we encounter Big Nightman. I'm making fun of him, I think. Can't remember. A week or two since I've recorded this. Like, oh, he's got a big hammer. We kind of walloped him. Now, I don't think I'm going to be switching weapons much during that DLC. I may try a couple of them because they seem interesting, but nothing in particular is currently coming to mind that I know about that I want to try. I'll have to discover some things, obviously. But we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, that's right. That's my first Erdtree fragment, I believe. Flaming dog. I was very confused about, I think, where you were swinging, maybe? I don't know. I didn't even notice these guys originally when I had gone in. I got super confused. Now, one of the big things I want to do with the DLC, most people I saw in their first playthrough skipped over, is the NPC quest. I honestly enjoy NPC interactions a whole bunch. And I think NPC quests are one of the best way to go about exploring a game. I forgot what this is. It's an item that I don't think I've even tried using it yet, but it's got to be good based on the... Alright, it's obviously a rare sort of item based on the... that's what it was. Blessing America. Look at it afterwards. This guy starts wrecking me. That's right. I don't realize how dangerous these guys are until later. White flesh mushroom also, but the I need to figure out what exactly that does. I'll have to look it up at some point because it looks like it's another sort of flask. But I don't want to use it by accident if it's not resettable at the sites of grace or something. You know what I mean? Anyway, I was going back over here because I was looking for the grace they mentioned, but alas, no grace. I am in fact graceless at this point. Just the one I had found right off the bat. Which I don't mind, but I prefer to be able to teleport to some of these areas nearby, you know? Because it makes traveling much, much easier. And again, I could probably pull up a DLC map and figure out exactly where things are that I was looking for, but right now I don't want to do that. I'm more interested in trying to explore the DLC first. Just a bit, at least. Although we'll see how all that goes eventually. I've got to get back on and play the game again once I'm done dubbing over this. I also have to watch the time closely so that I can reset. I'm going to try to put both audio recordings on an edited video. It's really going to take up a whole bunch of space though, so I'm going to have to figure out space stuff before I record something. These guys buff was a bad idea probably, but it worked out because of my spamming projectiles. There was not too much interesting at this camp. I was trying to find some interesting gear, if I remember. Oh yeah, that's right. There was fire coils, which are, I think, a craftable item. I don't know why I spent over here. He just kind of was in the wrong spot. As I was commenting on the gorgeous view there at the comment I left, but I think at this point I'm about to head back up and see if I missed something in the woods up there. Because I would have thought there was a site of grace down in this general area, and there was none. So I was a little miffed about that. Excuse me. But nothing I could do about that. I just had to find my way around and see what I could discover. I these guys for some reason. They weren't doing anything, and I was like, well, let's beat them up real quick. That was probably a bad idea. Alright. Making sure this is still recording correctly. Yep, we're good. That's right, I was just scouring along the edge, seeing what I could find. Very interesting seeing all these graves scattered about the place. It gives it a ambiance, if you will. Somber ambiance. And again, it's the land of shadow, so I suppose that makes sense. Oh, that's right. I spent way too long over here. Just a second. I encounter him. Ogre the Beast Claw. I was very unsure about what this guy was. Then, keep in mind, I haven't actually used any of my Skidoo fragments yet, so seeing this damage makes me reconsider things. once we actually take a swing. We were struggling against him. Snap. Yeah, look at that damage. I was like, oh boy, we are not ready. Yeah, this is why you have to use the Erdtree fragments you find. Which is exactly what I decided to do. And I get myself a buff and I say, all right, well, let's go get our runes. Which I, as of late, especially have been trying to always grab my runes. Because I am trying to get as high as a level as I can. I think I had summoned him when I ran past the bird there. I think that's the trigger. Maybe it's a different bird, but I don't think I see him at this. Or maybe I get jumped by him. I just didn't realize he was coming. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where he was. Oh, look at that. I didn't take a good look at that bomb down there, that red area. I just didn't see him when I came back, which threw me off. At least for a minute. Oh, I just saw him. I somehow missed him walking around earlier. I'm hunting. Yeah, there he is again. I missed him earlier. That's kind of funny to look back on. I mean, we're already doing much more damage now that we are up one tree fragment. Which is why it's so sad how long this took me to beat this guy. See, he gets one good hit in and I am panicking. It's the best way I can put it. It troubles me how difficult I make stuff sometimes. Here's what we'll do. Alright, I'm gonna take a minute to go ahead and clip this part of the audio just so I don't have to do this. Worry about it cutting off because I lose track of time while we continue to fight this. So, would you in fact keep trying to fight this goober? I don't know, it's a pretty goofy name in my opinion. I guess it's kind of like Logan. I didn't even try his weapons now that I think about it. That skill scared me a lot though, that's for sure. That's right. Every time I went for a counter, I got wrecked because his stringer was so long. Forgot about that. Oh boy. Yeah, as you can see, though, we have quite a good amount of runes, which is why we were very stubborn at this point about losing them. And so back we go for our runes again. This audio is probably not lined up perfectly, but that's because I'm having to stagger when I'm starting recordings and stopping recordings and all that. Maybe I'll end up a bit better because of how long it took me to pause both sides of things. But I don't know until I did figure out the bird was triggering it at this point. He just kind of shows up. Yep, there he is. Or like, well, alright, let's buff up again. But you know, old ogre keeps killing me and I want to kill him for some reason. It's always these random NPCs that are always hostile, which scare me because it's like, what if they were important? There's some sort of quest and I messed it up by fighting him already. I mean, there's only one way to find out, and I don't really want to find out at the moment, you know? And I have to go through New Game Plus. I gotta beat the game first if I want to do that. I once again tried to counter and got wrecked. Serves me right. And we go back for the rooms. I was honestly having a lot of fun during this recording. My mood kind of got spoiled by the end when I realized that things weren't working. Oops. What did I get? Beast bones and fruit. That's right. I was like, what? I can't fit through there? I'm still not quite sure how large the map is. I know during interviews it was said to be just as big as Limgrave, but I know it's way bigger than Limgrave because of DLC stuff. Probably like on top of it. We're game of the year. So, that's kind of a weird thing to think about. Oh, yep. Getting wrecked right off the mat. You're gonna love it. There's me panicking. Gotta love a good panic. Let me try to push him back. Oh, that jump attack got me good. And that was me misinputting. So sometimes I control right click instead of control left click for my heavy beam slash. Because I'm a bit silly in the head or something of the sort. And I end up dying a lot this episode specifically because of me misinputting. Oh, that's right. I'm like wizard time. Woohoo. I don't remember how well this goes, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, that was our setup. Oh, that's right. He completely misses. I'm like giving up on that idea real fast. And I get wrecked. Nothing I can do. Just the way it is. Wobble, wobble, wobble. But I wasn't too worried about it. I don't think. I could be wrong. I don't know for certain. To put it lightly. I'm thinking about recording another episode tonight, but I wanted to get this done first before I forgot about it. Because this is a big time sink. It's basically a play session without playing. I'm going for it again. I don't know. Don't remember when my winning attempt is. I can't really check without fast forwarding and ruining the sync. Again, record. Wow. Oh yeah, at that time I hit him. You know, 70 damage. It wasn't much. Oh, we're doing good damage this time. we got him to heal. That means we got about, what, halfway? I think I was saying, oh yes, I can heal too. Then I get wrecked. Oh wait, not quite. Just a smidgen. Okay, yeah, though. Hold up. Maybe. Ooh. Oh my. Oh, that's right. He starts being silly. I take advantage of it. I don't know what exactly happened. I think his AI broke or whatever. I just was like, well, oh, now I was out of juice. And I think that brings him back. Okay, no, not that one. Oh, that's right. He just stays broken the whole time. It was quite anticlimactic. But, yeah, the beast claws. I was like, alright, well, that was weird. Back to exploring. Gotta head north now. Oh, I thought those were enemies. Must have done the same thing. I also was convinced I was about to be jumped from the trees. Part of the reason I was attacking these guys is because they gave a whole bunch of runes in comparison. I mean, 700 runes isn't that bad. That's right, these guys are hard to see because they blend in with the ground. That's right, I got jumped. I was about to say, I could have sworn I was about to get snuck up on, but it happened a little slower than I was expecting. That's about it. Okay, this is where we get our first, what's it? After that guy, right? We're about to find out which way. So we grab it. The hefty pot, I believe, is right here. Yep. I did kind of skip through it, and there's a cookbook somewhere around here also. Where was that? It's up around the corner, I believe, like up on the wall. Oh, hello. I don't know how synced up my audio is currently. I'm probably not going to try to sync it up perfectly. That should be the cookbook. It should be rather close, though. Alright. Oh, man. I need to go to bed soon. But I want to get this audio recording stuff done. And so we're going to do it. Alright. If I remember correctly. Oh, that's right. I discovered the side of grace and this silly dude. He talks about Mesmer in America. But hey, I grabbed that real quick, just so I have it. I feel like I missed something here, but I may probably not, in all honesty. Because I found the hefty pot in the cookbook, and that could really be all I needed. I know hefty pots are kind of big in the PvP stuff because you can really deal big damage out of nowhere with them. But other than that, I don't really know what they're used for besides the fire guys. I think you can mess them up by throwing them in their head or something. Of course, I don't know all the details because that's right. I try parkour here. It's kind of funny. It looks like I could get up there, honestly. I did kind of give up on it at some point, though, because I nearly fell into a weird spot. That's right, I fell off. Maybe there's something up there. I don't know for certain, but this is when I decided to see how tough the furnace golem is, if I'm not mistaken, which was a mistake. Whatever they're called. Or maybe not. Is this right? There's these birds over here that I decided to mess with. And honestly, not that tough, because, you know, this isn't a level 1 character. This is the character I've been playing through the whole game with. Like, what, level 100 something? We'll see it if I go up into the level up menu, which I probably will sooner or later, considering I have 81,000 runes. Oh, that's right. About to lose all these runes to our friends in the mausoleum over here. Because there are a whole bunch of these mausoleums around the DLC, from what I understand, and this is the first one that I found. I still haven't actually cleared this one, if I remember correctly. I'll have to go try it again once we do play again. Probably not tonight, though, based on how tired I am. But well, like, we were doing relatively well against him. Oh, later, of course. I don't remember how far we get in our first attempt. I get wrecked by the big sword. I don't know where you can get the repeater crossbow from, but it seems interesting. Oh wait, no, it's just Ash of War that wrecks me. Yeah. Followed by the jump attack, of course. But yeah. Because I haven't beaten him, I have lost every single rune I was going in there with. Luckily, it's not too hard to get runes in the DLC from what I can tell, but it's certainly frustrating, to say the least. Alright, probably get another 5 minutes before I cut this segment of my audio recording and start another one. But yeah, this guy's pretty tough. At least for me, because I'm not particularly good at the game. I'm not afraid to admit that. Here I am spamming projectiles against the NPC. Probably not my best move. It works well when he's trying to constantly fire the crossbow, but it doesn't happen very often. Yeah, we trade hits, but I take a lot more damage than he does, obviously. And yes, I pay for that. Clearly, as he tries to slice me into pieces. Alright. I don't remember when I initially give up on this, but I do give up on it at some point, just so I can go explore a bit more. Oh, that's right. I get really disappointed right here. When you go through this door, oh, the swords, they just run right into the door frame. Nearly all break. All my setting up was for naught. Found out I did a bit better just rushing him, which was kind of funny. Leads me to playing very risky against this guy, if I remember correctly. That's right. And this is where I kept commenting on dodging backwards. I have a bad habit of dodging backwards only. I need to be dodging to the sides instead. which are important habits, which I definitely just don't pick up most of the time. All right, let me cut the audio recording here and start another one. But in all honesty, I'm basically banging my head against the wall of this section. Because I'm a little stubborn when it comes to saving runs. But I think these being over here kind of screwed me over. Almost. That's right. We were safe that time. This is one of our better runs, I forgot. Almost dodged it. Okay, maybe not. Once we start getting him to heal, it's our better runs, but we haven't gotten to that point yet. I forget what it is. I messed up grabbing the runes and I get wrecked. Luckily I got my runes, but... It definitely doesn't go well for me if I mess up the rune grab. The cat in my bed is making me jealous. She's falling asleep. Oh, that's right. I just remembered why I messed up this one. I lost my runes because my runes are outside the arena and I didn't realize it. I got really frustrated at that point. And I was like, well, the only chance for me to get my 80,000 runes is to kill him. And you can guess how that went. But hey, I did pretty good this time, if I remember correctly. Till that happened. And then we ran out of juice and we were like, uh-oh. And that's when we saw his first heal. We got wrecked for that, though. I think that's probably where I gave up on. Yeah. But my runes were gone. There was no point in going back there yet. This is where I take on the furnace guy? No. Wait. Oh, it is. I make the mistake of taking on this guy. I nearly die right off the bat. You know how it is. I somehow managed to jump over that. That was a good guess on my part. You can see his health bar. I tried to jump that one. It was a bigger jump and it kills me instantly. Yep. I instantly knew after that not to take on those guys. Unless I had a death wish. that's right. A random painting. I got very confused when I found that. And then I believe over here is a very popular weapon in that little mausoleum there. The, what's it called? The backhand blades? And we pick it up in just a second. We fight these guys first, though, because we're like, ooh, we don't want to have to deal with them in a minute. Get some quick runes, you know? Or riding my horse. You know, I enjoy the horse combat, but I've certainly played a little too risky sometimes trying to do it. There you go. That was me clearing out those guys. Yep, the backhand blade. A very popular weapon from what I remember, but I hadn't even tried it, so I don't know how good it is. I was trying to swing wide of the furnace giant or whatever it is at this point, because, you know, those things are pretty scary after getting wrecked by one of them. Oh yeah, I was looking down over there just to see what was down there, but it's kind of hard to tell. But yes, here's a few of the important NPCs we can discover.
Ah, Lady led us
I do, of course, talk to them.
tarnished. Guided it. I am Freya. I once fought in battle. You can be. Oh, and did you speak to our dam? If you've yet to do so, have him give you a map of the. You'll find more of them dotted about these lands. They are Mikola the Kind's foot. If you've yet to do so, assuming you.
Fie, another. Treading then, as that woman would should understand. The Erdtree is my people's enemy. By Marika long, but I believe Mikola's apologies. But never will I see your kind as. And yet, if Mikola it is whom you would seek, then these are I urge you, as long as you abide.
I'm very much interested in trying to complete everyone's quests. I know they're all separate at the same time, but I know there's about Tiolier. I've heard about him before. That's Hornsent. Interesting. I've seen that name. I didn't realize he was just called Hornsent. That threw me off. He's in one of the fights later. I don't know how that NPC fight works out if you befriend him and all that, but... Anywho. This is where we decide to venture left, west. I'm not really sure. Oh, we go back towards the... We buff ourselves up. We're like, alright, we can take him. Well, we could not. In truth, we were making a big mistake. I forgot how long I recorded. This is an hour and 30-minute recording. Hey, we go back to fight our friend in the Everjail. Or not Everjail, the Mausoleum. The Everjails are the prison circle things on the ground. I was certainly determined to beat him with my new buff. I felt more confidence. I mean, yeah, I was getting 700 per magic slash. I just kind of walloped him here, or at least tried to. Yep, Asher Borer got me again. But of course, we give it a few more tries before we go and get the rest of our NPC friends. And then I think we cross a bridge, we find a dungeon, we venture slightly into a castle before realizing it's part of another dungeon, or like a traditional dungeon instead of a catacomb or whatever. I don't know, a bunch of shenanigans. We don't really get much done this episode, do we, though? Just a whole bunch of start, which is fine. I was just trying to get started with the DLC, in all honesty. But I do have a target in mind. I do think I want to try to clear the catacomb that I have. And then I want to take on Dancing Lion. But that is, of course, once we're done with the voice dubbing over and all that. Looks like the upload's done. I'm going to close that in the background. Oh, yes, he certainly wrecked him. I think we got to a point with him at one point where we were, I don't know if it's anytime soon, but we were trying to get our best to make sure he didn't flash. We almost had him, but we dropped the chain or something. Probably had time to get a fly, but I knew it was about to run out. Yeah, the trade was not worth it. And then to dodge it again, though, which is funny. Then he starts spamming his Asher War as well. I mean, mine's a heavy attack or whatever. I don't know anymore. Anywho, lots of hardships. Oh. We certainly do die to this guy a lot, though, don't we? Do I? Oh, I do change my gear. I didn't realize I ended up doing that. To try to at least... Maybe I'll change it back before I continue playing next time. Anywho. Back into the gauntlet. Dying once again. Buffing up before I enter to stand a chance. Yeah, we keep on dying, cause I'm a silly man. Uh-oh. Ooh, he read my roll. That was killed by the repeating crossbow. Once again. It's always a question of when will it end? When will it end? But the struggles will never end. Alright, just to be safe, I'm probably going to record 2 audio segments. And then that should be done. We'll just have to export the video, then we can upload it. And record a new episode. Yippee! Oh, that's a big hit, because we got both the beam and the sword slash. Uh-oh. Alright, we got him first. We certainly tried it. That is one of our best runs. He's about to try to heal. About to try to heal. Got his heal off. More laser beams. As he constantly tries to crossbow me. Oh, he's rushing in. He has no heals. I'm out of juice. Don't worry about his, yep. That was the one. Yep. And I get punished for trying to recharge my sword. You got me good. What can I say? You got me real good. I forget how long we spent trying to kill this guy. But we certainly took a while. Trying to rid this world of this fiend. This scoundrel. I have no idea what his lore is. I'll have to look it up at some point now. Yes. Laser beams. On the way. And we end up with frostbite. Which means more damage for me. Oh no! There, we're good. Got our rooms, right? Pretty sure I lose them by the end of all my attempts. But I am not completely certain. Oh no, I definitely lose them because I didn't actually kill them, I don't think. Which is a little sad to say, but that's not true. I'll take you. Here comes another crossbow. Oh, we're on fire. And that's where he died. Yep, that makes sense. I can't believe he did that to me. Holy moly. In other words, ouch, that hurt. A whole bunch. Yowie. Oh, that's when I gave up. Deciding to finally explore this way. And there's 2 more NPCs up here. I forget who we meet. We meet Big Armor Dude. He's a merchant. And some of the other person's name. Oh, yes, we also slice some more dudes on the way. For the money. So we just lost a bunch of our rooms. Hooray! Just up this hill. Who do we have here? That's always the question, isn't it? Lord Ansbach?
You must be the Tarnished. I am Ansbach. Formerly in
Ansbach,
service,
not Lord
but
Ansbach.
now, like you, another soul guided by hardly the steady hand I once was. Which is why I have chosen to discern Tender Mikkela's. I'd rather not volunteer service to a new
I can't remember the big guy's name, but I know he's friends with the bug
identical
dudes.
to this, they are akin to Tender Mikkela's footprints. If you discover any more cross, be certain to tell. I presume you too. Just what kind? If you discover, be certain. I presume you just what kind.
Hello there. Together. We together. For many things.
Moore, that's his name. Don't know why I couldn't remember that.
Goodbye. Many. I like for you. Things bring. I for you. Things bring. Goodbye.
He likes finding things. How nice.
If you discover, be certain to tell. I presume you just what.
Yes, I am in fact curious, but I I have a whole bunch of exploring to do before I really try to get to the bottom of it. I was surprised that I could open this door. I did venture slightly into it, though, if I remember correctly. It's just some eepy, little creepy eepy dudes. Oh, creepy. Better word, not eepy. They're not really sleepy. They're... Yep. I was worried he'd be ranged, which is why I rolled backwards. Luckily they're not too tough thanks to my sword beam and levels, but still. Certainly a intimidating presence. You start slicing and dicing. It's the best way to go about it, I suppose. Pretty funny trying to hit the guys on the roof, because, you know, my sword beam didn't quite reach them for some reason. Oh, that's right. Our first revered Spirit Ash. Alright, if I remember correctly... Oh, that's right, I dodged him. Because I was going so slow trying to get ready for another encounter. There knew there'd be one eventually. Alright, first sight of grace in this dungeon, which I realized, and I was like, well, let's not... Well, I ventured into here first to take out this dude. And that dude. So I went the item. Which, I guess that just lets me know there's a lot of poison or something maybe in the castle. I don't know. Alright, this is where we decide to venture across the bridge here. There's a whole enemy camp on the other side of this bridge. It takes me a couple of attempts to get through it, because I decided to gotcha the enemies instead of running straight for the side of grease. Guns the crossbow. I almost jumped straight into that, huh? Here's me trying to take on this dude on the bridge for some reason. I get wrecked. Promptly. Anywho, I'm trying to go back across the bridge as well. Oh wait, I gotta level up with my Revered Spirit Ash. Oh, then yes, we find this little road here. making our way down the road. Can't read the messages because I'm inching along at a weird time. There's precious item ahead, they say. Skill ahead, they say. Dogs. All right. There's another Shattered Grace down there. I think I'll grab that next. After, of course, getting some more runes. Alright. Time to fight these dudes. Something like that. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just saying whatever is in mind. Buffing in the face of these weird fly things. There we go. It's always interesting seeing these sort of deserted villages. I must assume what happened earlier to the enemy encounter at the top there. But there's no way for me to know. No way for me to really know. Yeah, these guys just kept taking the bullets for him. It was really annoying. My lock-on just kept locking on them too, and then I swung at the camera. Good old lock-on. Then my buff expired, so we had to rebuff. All the good stuff. And then we run straight at him because we're cool like that, and then we get hit by the flies. I don't know, some random wizard. And a purple item. I forget what this is. Oh, a talisman. Did I actually check what that did? I think I fought whatever was in the house first. That was nothing in the house? Oh, he died to the guys outside. That's what it was. And I came and looked over at the view. Which is telling you not to jump off. Which is kind of funny. I think I go back to trying to cross the bridge. Get my runes back or whatever. Back to fight some more to the death or something. I don't know anymore. Now where a warrior, true and true. Alright, it's time we grab our runes and we charge the ballista because we don't have to deal with it constantly shooting at us. You know? It otherwise it'd be very annoying. We buff up that dude. And then we go and take on these dudes on the bridge who are starting to shoot at me. Luckily I have ultimate dodging skills and they stood no chance. Because I was ready for them this time. I don't know what else to say. Yep, he died so suddenly. I wonder why. And there's this one who's wondering, and I went back for him for some reason. Like you, my good sir. Shall die by my blade. Then, in fact, he did die by my blade. That guy had snuck up on me, and so I take him out swiftly. Oh, I missed. And I take him out swiftly. I grab whatever that item is. I'll have to use those at some point. Oh, it's like, oh, my buff ran out. What a shame. Let me reapply it real quick by this guy. Oh, and then we get swarmed, and then perfumers show up, and it's like, oh! I couldn't quite hit him because of the random destructible materials in the way. Oh, yeah, just threw them for some reason. Oh, and I get attacked by that guy. He misses. And he fires. And he misses or something. I don't know. Insert funny joke here. Alright. I got perfumer gloves. Don't remember what I find. I think there's a cookbook on the other side of camp that I end up finding. Question mark. But I don't know if I end up grabbing out this attempt. I'm pretty sure I end up dying to this guy. So I get jumped by a guy from the side or something. Well, I'm about to find out. Yeah, that spear guy comes in. Kind of wrecks me, if I remember correctly. Oh, that's right. Big slam. Big swing is what got me. Back across the bridge we go. Back across. Why, nobody knows. Just a lot of running back and forth at the moment, honestly. Nothing we can do about it. Oh boy. Look how bad it got. Did we? We didn't grab our runes yet. Yep. That one certainly likes brown marks. I probably complained about my runes right then. Let me charge into battle again, like the fool I am. Or something like that, I don't know. Going back for the 8,000 runes I just dropped, and hopefully not dying. Look at that, we got him this time. This time we go straight to... Well, first we grab this, which is, I believe, another skidoo fragment. Skidoo tree frag. Of course, what else would it be? And look at that. More power. Let me go back in and beat more people up. Yippee! Trying to find any hidden items around the camp. Do we find any? I honestly can't remember. I know we find a cookbook back towards the front of the camp. If I'm not mistaken. It could be. That's right, we go and find this giant. And we're like, hey, look, a giant. Let's try to fight him. You can imagine how that goes. As you can see, I got stepped on pretty quick. Yes, so that happened. How else do I describe that? That's the best way I can put it. Yeah, that just happened. Now we go explore the camp, see what we can find. Now we're a little more powerful thanks to the skidoo tree fragment. That's right, he jumped here. I see him coming though. We ran out of juice. So we got time to rebuff. And somehow that missed. There's another spearman coming though. But we're busy taking on the big guy with the hammer. Oh, we get stabbed multiple times. Holy moly. But we're still alive. We're still fighting. Wow. Fighting on this guy. In our superior range. Is helping us to fight. Oh, wait. The bird is winning us the fight. Anywho. And there's the cookbook I kept mentioning. I knew I had found one at some point. So this way, that's the interesting thing. And I'm like, well, very interesting. Let me just ride straight through it. After I kill this guy, or hit him once or twice. And then I ride straight through it. Look at all these dudes ready to kill me. I gotta grab that. The random butterfly. Fireflies, I should say. That's its official title, after all. We head down into this misty area. I'm like, what's back here in this mist? I wonder. This is where I find one of my favorite things. The dungeons, the tombs. I get up by the little dudes. Little dude, find. Poison. Their minds bleed and poison, and I nearly die. Holy moly. But we survive, because that's cool. And then we find more of them, because they're everywhere. I accidentally hit one, and then get wrecked by that guy. Holy moly, he hit me hard. When I go back, we start swinging like crazy. And we kill him. And then, oh, we missed that one. And we kill him. Holy moly. What a gamer I am. Toughest of these yet, so far. You totally know it. And don't try to deny it. No, I'm just being sarcastic. They're obviously not that tough. And this is where I spend the rest of the video, trying to clear the catacomb, that's what they're called. Could not remember the exact name for some reason. But hey, new catacomb, new enemies. The catacombs are fun. Here comes the guy from around the corner back there. I'm like, where is the heck is he poking in? Pogoing. I cannot speak English if it wasn't clear. Man, I sure do love English, my first language, when I just can't speak it for some reason. We say, get 'em, boys. I don't know. In the dungeon, we do our best to survive. Fighting the weird Pogoing guys. Getting jumped around the corners by wizards. Like on bridges. It's kind of crazy out there, you know? These wizards, they shoot projectiles like so. Very scary. No doubt about it. That guy was afflicted with madness or something. Very spooky. But I can take out this guy from a distance with my amazing magic from the sword I wield. But I gotta dodge this. It's very funny because later in the dungeon you do run across that path, so if he's been defeated you don't have to worry about him. Oh, yep. These guys are super annoying. I get womboed because of it. And this time we were ready for him, but our second hit misses for some reason. I guess because he was on the floor. I don't know. And I nearly get killed by the roof. It's crazy. We grabbed whatever that was. The Grave Port 6. That's not that bad of a find, honestly. We know Magic Man's up there. We switch to our magic weapon ourselves. Let's dispel. Hit him with this. Yep, and he dies because we're. That's cool. And then we get wrecked by this silly dude. Because, you know, that's just how it is when I'm playing this game. I get wrecked by a bunch of random things over and over again. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of sad. You know? At this point, we're just kind of rushing through. We prep for the guy around the corner because we're silly like that, you know? And this time, we don't get surprised by the cannon dude because we turned back around and killed him first so we could grab this. But we do have to worry about the guy up top if I remember correctly. But I don't see him, which throws me off, so. Alright. And then we keep going. And there's something up top. I'm like, what's up there? I don't know. I get wrecked by this guy. Because he was really unexpected in all honesty. I'm definitely doing my best to dodge him while trying to get back to my potion. And then I get hit by him again. I'm back onto the elevator. Which I somehow don't die to fall damage, which is great. And I get hit again. I just feel like I saw other people getting wrecked by the same dude in their playthrough of this. Which is kind of funny, kind of sad at the same time, but definitely funny. He's certainly in a rough location, though. I will say that much. And I see this door, and I'm like, I should go through that one. I do think at some point I have to go down, which I... Oh, that's right. This is where I die again. I can jump from the left? No, wait, no, that's the next room. There's, like, actual soldiers and stuff. There's another one of those wizards. Is this where I get wrecked? I know I just like lose very soon. And yeah, because we're in the last minute of the recording. We're about to find out that everything went wrong. I'm about to find out we had audio problems the whole time, which is great. It's kind of funny, kind of sad. Yeah, this is where I die, because I'm like, ooh, this guy's right here. I should sneak up on him. It doesn't go well, obviously. Bonked. Yep, that's what I thought. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up my audio recording here just to make sure it all fits correctly. Because this is where we sit here and consider our options, I'm pretty sure. But hey, if you enjoyed me having to redub this video after dying multiple times in the dungeon, do consider liking and subscribing. I don't know how I die this time, but I get wrecked pretty embarrassingly. Did I this guy? There it is. Yep. And that's where I call it a night, and I figure out my audio is busted. It's great. It's pretty funny. Kind of sad. But hey, you'll get to hear my mumbles before I called night about me having to scrap the video. I just had to do this instead, which took really long, but hey, it was worth it. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Ah, man. I have to scrap this recording.